Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. And this is a tarot forecast for Libra, and this is for the month of January going into February as well. And I'm going to be doing the life in general, also for couples and for singles. These are just general readings, obviously, not it can't resonate with everybody, but if it does, I'm really glad. If not, you might want to have a personal reading with me, which is fine, and all my details are down below. And I am using the new Mythic Tarot. Now I will be showing you the cards, but obviously I won't be able to show you sort of the spread, which doesn't really matter because it's only small. And I'm also using, for a bonus message, my Domino Angels cards. Okay, these are available at my website only. And there we go. So we'll see what's happening. Life in general first, and this can be like home life, you know, career, all that kind of stuff all rolled into one. Also your spirituality, which is obviously what I'm all about. So here we go. I'm just going to shuffle the cards. This is for Libra, and here we go. Life in general. Libra, life in general. Let's see. That's it. I'm not one of these heavy shufflers, as you can tell. I'm very gentle. Life in general, Libra. Ooh, Libra, you're having some fun here. Okay, this is going to be a really awesome, extremely amazing month for you. Okay, so firstly, I just want to start with two cards at a time. So I'm starting with the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so really, you know, there is some things that are happening that you're not too happy about. Someone may be leaving your home, someone may be moving out, but other than that, you are feeling really good within yourself. Generally, the Ace of Cups is a sort of a love situation as well, and this could be that you're feeling this this little bit of strain going on here because of something moving away from you. Okay, someone, something, some situation. Okay, but other than this, we see a big change in your finances, and it may just be really surprising to you. Okay, I sort of work intuitively when I'm doing these cards. I've been doing them since I was 15, but the feeling that I'm getting here is that there's going to be, even though there may be this little bit of separation happening within the family, or something happening within work where you're sort of away, or someone that you know is away, whatever that is, you're still going to go through this real intense period of happiness, even though perhaps some news that you receive this month is going to be a little bit of a shock to you. And you may feel like when you hear this news like everything's falling apart, but it's not. Okay, this is actually for the best. And after you first hear the news, you know, it might just be someone's taking off, or someone's changing jobs, or a family member's doing something crazy. Whatever it is for you, you'll hear this and go, oh my God, and then you go, okay, I get that. You know, you'll start to calm down about it, and you really understand the bigger meanings of things. This is really what's happening for you, Libra, is that you are beginning to understand there are deeper messages in everything that happens in your life. You know, you're starting to see that no matter when something goes wrong, you're starting to say to yourself, you know what, well, that's happening, but this is also happening in my life. You're not starting to concentrate on, or you're not concentrating on one thing anymore, and feeling like it's the whole world is ending and you're having a meltdown over it. You're actually picking yourself up a lot quicker. You have made amazing progress in yourself, in your spiritual life, in your working life, you know, in everything that you're doing, even if it doesn't feel like you are. I feel that you're going to have to not worry about finances or anything like this, that you're going to have that stability that you're looking for. And also, I'm just getting this message that any idea that you have at the moment with regarding your own creative endeavor, or your own musical thing, or something in anything creative, is going to be very successful for you. Okay, but it needs to be one step at a time. Sometimes you're wanting to know the answer. You know, if you have a foot into the future, and you know for sure something's going to happen, then you'll definitely dive in that way. And this is saying you can't do this. You must follow your strength, and you must follow your intuition, and just bit by bit start putting a plan into place, even if you don't have any money at the moment or resources, and say to yourself, once I've got this done, And once I know exactly what I'm doing, and I've done all the writing, or I've done all the creating, or I've done all the music, then the money will be available to me, and or the opportunity will be available to me. So don't hold yourself back waiting until you get the opportunity before you do anything, or until you get the money before you do anything. Just build this momentum now, because you really have a lot of positive energy and you know, good luck on your side too. Okay, look out for those opportunities as well. Now for couples. Okay, this is for Libra, for couples if you're in a relationship. Okay, here we go. Oops, a card just fell out, so I need to take this one. So this is the 7 of coins. Here we go, couples for Libra. That's it. Okay, so some people have gone through a little bit of sadness here. Okay, some people have been going through a heartbreak. Some people have been going through thinking about something, and you know, you were thinking about something, and then the other person has just pulled the pin on you. Some people have been going through this big, what's happened, you know. Other people who are in relationships are feeling some kind of emotional strain here. We have the 3 of Swords with the 7 of Pentacles, okay? And we have the 5 of Cups with the Sun. Okay, so the Sun is what we want to focus on, and this is the direction that you're really wanting to be heading in, and that is, you know, that ultimate happiness. I'm just getting this feeling here that there needs to be some kind of holiday. You Libra, need to give yourself a respite or a retreat, a bit of a break. Maybe it's just something where you go and spend the day at the beach, or you spend the day in the woods, or you spend the day away from social media and all the stuff, because I'm just getting this feeling that you desperately need to have time to think. And it's like you just don't have this space to think, and there's a lot of things that are going on. Now, sometimes when the 3 of Swords come up, even though this is about couples and relationships, it could be that the two of you as a couple are going through a lot of grief at the moment, okay? Because even though we've got the 3 of Swords as, you know, in some cases this is a broken heart, I often find this in very grief-stricken situations, okay? And there's a sense that you're wanting to move forward from whatever's happened in the past, okay? And you feel like you can't let that past situation go, or that grief go, okay? Also that you're feeling like maybe you've overreacted, or someone is overreacting to a situation in your life. Okay, so the best course of advice here, if there is a bit of rockiness in your relationship, is to, number one, both of you get some time to yourself, like give yourself a little bit of a retreat. Both of you need to focus on all the positive strengths that you've had and all the things that you've been through, and where you're wanting to head in the future. For some of you, you may be getting upset in a situation that maybe is only small, maybe it's just been so big because the moon energy's been huge, and you know, we've been going through all these changes and all these things, so maybe you've overreacted, okay? But whatever the case, there seems to be that there needs to be this pause, okay? A little bit of time of reflection, and whatever will be, but as long as you know that you're doing your part in creating this loving and healing environment in your relationship, then you know you're okay. You've done your bit, okay? There is there's something about children here, so maybe there's a lot of tension to do with kids. Possibly this is a situation where you know, you're going through family court, or there is, you know, there's just this heartache going on over children as well, which is sometimes and I went through this myself, this can bring a lot of pressure onto a relationship, even the strongest one, okay? So take your time. Notice your moods. If you're getting really upset about something, it's no good blasting, you know, the first person that you see. You know, it's time to retreat. It really is time to retreat in order to have that sunshine come back into your life and into your heart again. Give yourselves time, okay? For singles, let's have a look here. All right. Singles. Okay, for singles, this is interesting. We are getting some really strange cards. Okay, so for single people, you've got the Seven of Swords and the Magician. Okay, so you're trying to choose something here. And we've also got the Five of Coins and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so situations are going boom, boom, boom. All right, things are just changing really fast. You've been trying to make decisions. You have been trying to go in different directions. This is saying that, you know, you just need to be careful if there's any kind of underhanded behavior around you, or maybe you yourself are doing a little bit of sneaking around, or you feel like you're sneaking, you know. You just got to be careful of this, okay? But make sure that you're understanding that things are moving very quickly in January, February. So what you think is going to be okay, sometimes it changes, and what you think is going to be bad can change to good as well. The indication here is that some situation perhaps is recently ended. So maybe you've just broken up with someone just before, you know, New Year or something like that, and maybe you're contemplating on your decision. You know, this is for some of you who are single. Maybe you're looking back on the decision that you've made and thought, maybe, you know, maybe I reacted too much or too harshly. Other people are just going through an ending right now, you know, and you're feeling stuck, like you don't know which way to go. The message here is, when we're seeing cards like this and we're seeing, you know, they look a little bit dangerous and they look a bit upsetting, that just means this is what you're going through right at this second, okay? And from here, you're going to rise again. I really feel that this is a time of reflection, and this is your time, actually, Gemini, in all of this, is a time of reflection, thinking things through, having that little bit of retreat, and having time to yourself. I do feel that if you can resolve your feelings within, that you're going to be ready for that next chapter of your life a lot sooner. It is time to evaluate where you've been, and before you're ready to move into the next situation. I still feel that there is going to be maybe an air sign, another air sign perhaps come through, or someone with darker hair is of significance to you as well. Okay, trust yourself and your own instincts and your ability to navigate your way forward. Okay, when you're in confusion, you're not going to find the right answers. Okay, it's time to get that stillness inside of yourself in order to see your way forward a lot clearer. Okay, so there is things happening, but we first need to get rid of all this other stuff and the worrisome thoughts and the things that have been on your mind the most too. Okay, so let's have a look what our Domino Angels message is, just to get an angel's perspective on it all. For Libra. This is for Libra. And we have Raziel, Archangel Raziel. Okay, and Raziel is inspiring you to put into action that wonderful idea that you have, and that was in our sort of our general reading. Don't let someone else get the credit for your ideas. Okay, we've seen that happen 1,000 times. Any creative pursuit that you've been putting off is actually going to do very well and bring in the money you need. And there's the answer again. Don't delay. Whatever that creative impulse is, put it to work for you. Someone may also inspire you to make life changes that benefit many people, and Raziel brings you ancient wisdom. Okay, so maybe you need to connect with Raziel this month. Say, you know, thank you for being here with me. I need clarity in this part of my life. I need to heal this part of my life, or whatever it is. Or I want that inspiration. What do I do? And thank Archangel Raziel for helping you. And you can light a dark green candle. Also red is another color you can use for Raziel too. Okay, so you got this deep wisdom with you, but you need to give yourself time to access it. So I hope that that was helpful to you. There's going to be a lot of things happening all at once between January and February, but you are going to be able to navigate your way through it. You have the wisdom, you have the resources, you have that creative talent. It's all going to start to fall into place. So I really hope that you enjoyed your general reading and love and couples. And until the next time, wishing you many, many blessings and goodbye for now. Bye.